Greetings from Purple Bee Studio here. Welcome to Purple Bee Live, episode 18 with Garrett Owen. Special guest for tonight, E.
Oh, hey, we're live. This is real life. It's really good to be here, guys. If you caught last night, you know that it was special for us, and we're still buzzing from that. We're going to do it again tonight with Garrett Owen. We're going to do it tomorrow night with the College of Hip Hop Knowledge. So we have a full week, and we hope you enjoy it. And if you have the means to donate or help us out with some merch, we're going to have links to buy Garrett Owen's album. There's a lot of ways you can help us out. Just sharing it is a great way to help, so that doesn't cost you nothing. Before we get started, I want to give shout-outs to some sponsors, people who help us keep the show on the road here. Clean cause, very delicious, very worthy clean cause. Susto, Beer Works. we lost the Susto logo. Beer Works. Austin Beer Works, y'all. It's delicious. Austin Beer Works, delish. Time to Fly. Love you guys. Yep. Enemy Horse. Believe it. The Other Ones Foundation. Love what you're doing. So yeah, it's just it's Thursday night. It feels like a Friday night to me though. I don't know why. And we hope you got a glass of whiskey or wine or whatever you like to partake in. Hope you're sitting there in a comfortable position to take in some nice songs. This is our buddy. He's from Fort Worth, Texas. He's got a new album coming out, and he's here to play it in its entirety. I feel like it's a world debut, isn't it?
That's right.
Yeah,
That's
world
right.
debut. Ladies and gentlemen, Garrett Owen.
Thanks, guys. Thanks, Grego. Thanks, Evan. Thank you, Dustin. Well, yeah, I'm attempting to play this album in its entirety, so I'm gonna play the songs in order. The first song on the album is called "No One to Save You," and I wrote, it's mostly inspired by this short run I got to open for a much more established artist than myself for about 3.5 weeks, and that little stint was pretty stressful on the relationship. So most of this song was inspired by that. And if he ever sees this, I'm really thankful that I did get to open for my friend Parker Millsap for that little stint. Even though it was a good wake up call about, man, can be a little hard on your personal life. Parker and the boys play a hell of a show. Fine line rings in my head. I haven't slept since Denver, Colorado. The whites of my eyes are gone red. You're on the phone screaming, why don't you miss me? You know I got a show tonight. Knuckle white driving 24th Street. Still you wanna start a fight. What if I don't wanna fight? What if I don't wanna fight? Fight. Finally got what you wanted. There's no one to save you now. Better watch what you ask for. There's no one to save Standing shirtless in a rainstorm, and I'm waiting for the snow to come. Held the size of my balled up fist, and I think I'll never see the sun. You've tied a noose around what I love, and I'm gonna have to leave you now. Knuckle white driving 24 straight, still you wanna start a fight. What if I don't wanna fight? What if I don't wanna fight, fight, fight? Finally got what you wanted, there's no one to save you now. Better watch what you ask for, there's no one to save you now. Better watch what you wanted, kid, there's no one to save you now. You better watch what you ask for, there's no one to save you now. Last chamber in this heart of mine is fire and blanks at a landmine. Tell me lies with your eyes half closed. I'd ask the clouds, but what would they know? Finally got what you wanted, there's no one to save you now. Better watch what you ask for, there's no one to save you now. No one to save you now. Thanks, boys. Track one. I'm actually really excited to get the whole record out there here pretty soon. Production wise, I mean, you can't tell just hearing me play it by itself, but production wise, that song is a pretty different step for me when the song does come out. And I kind of like the idea of starting the record off that way as opposed to starting it off with some of my old vibes. But this next song is called "Weakest Hour." I'm definitely hoping that some of you tuning in are, somebody that you've heard me before and that you kind of know this about me. But I grew up in Africa. My parents were missionaries. This song is about some of my adjustment period back to the U.S. There's a siren long since living in my brain. She sings a lullaby and whispers my name. It's a tune I swear I know from long ago. Serves to remind me that I'm not made of stone. She said, wait, no, keep your hand inside my coat. I swear it's much warmer there than it is around my throat. I'll be the memory when we were young. You be the taste upon my tongue. Like a sickness, like a fever hanging on to my weakness. I'll be dead before it's gone. In my weakest hour, do you grovel and cower? In my weakest hour, do you cry half the night through? Do you cry when I'm through with you? Do you cry when I'm through with you? Ooh. Would I apologize for a thing that I admire? While I gladly lose my faith to the fire. Is my experience not born from truth? Is my sadness now the folly of youth? She said, wait, no, you've come far enough to know you're more than just a preacher's son with a lie caught in his throat. More than the sum of a life unlived, the dying breath you could not give, like a sickness, like a fever hanging on to my weakness. I'll be dead before you're gone. In my weakest hour, do you grovel and cower? In my weakest hour, am I a lie you wish could be true? You know I cry when I'm through with you. You know I cry when I'm through with you.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you.
Nice, Garrett.
Thank you.
Thanks for being here, buddy.
Thanks for having me.
I was just wondering what's it like in Africa growing up? What's the experience like? Are you in a town or village or the country?
I kind of got to do both. There was a while there where we were out in pretty rural East Africa and Tanzania, where just to get supplies, we would have to kind of drive all the way across the Serengeti to go to Kenya, go to Nairobi and get more supplies, and then go back to Tanzania. So
You do that
I don't
like once a month. Go to town.
something like that. So by the time I was 7 or 8, we had crossed the Serengeti as a family something like 20-something times together. My parents may be exaggerating, but it was something kind of like that. So that was pretty neat. I did get like kind of my fill of just unreal East Africa experiences, like being on top of being in a luggage rack, driving through the Serengeti, seeing animals and stuff.
Wow.
Pretty rad. But
Amazing.
and then we lived in Nairobi, which is like the bustling metropolis of East Africa.
Right. Amazing, man.
Yeah.
Well, how about some more music? Thanks a lot for being here.
Thanks for having me. Track number 3, I'm going to show you what I'm using as my set list here in a minute, but I'm using the back of my record sleeve as my set list. This is a Waylon Jennings song, The Wordlet Surprise, written by Bobby Emmons and Chips Moman. And the song has some pretty rad chord changes in it. I haven't done this song on a regular basis recently, but I always do get kind of excited about singing this song. Even though you hardcore country folks out there probably might have reservations about how I do it, because I slow it down and it's not a shuffle when I do it. I'm not here to forget you, I'm here to recall things we used to say and do. I don't wanna get over you. No, I don't wanna get over you. I haunt the same places we used to go, alone at a table for two. I don't wanna get over you. No, I don't wanna get playing those songs sung blue. Help me remember you, 'cause I don't wanna get over you. Fresh roll of quarters, same old song, missing you through and through. I don't wanna get over you. No, I don't wanna get over you. They ought to give me the world's surprise for all the silver that I let slide down the slot, playing those songs sung blue. Help me remember you, 'cause I don't wanna get over you. I don't wanna get over you. No, I don't wanna get over you. I don't wanna get over. I don't wanna get over you. Thanks, guys. But actually, Matt Tedder introduced me to that song. He's a really fantastic guitar player, band leader, songwriter guy. That he spent a lot of his formative years in Nashville, like busking and doing crazy blues guitar jams. But he played that song for me real late one night. We were hanging out. I think we hung out till 5 a.m. that night, and he played me that song. And I feel like I kind of stole it, but like maybe he was planning on recording it someday. But yeah, I like that song. And this next song always kind of gives me the fits. I wrote part of it over a decade ago when it was just 6 verses all slammed together with no choruses, and then I rewrote it, and the fact that I rewrote it and added choruses that don't have anything to, well, choruses that are not the same seems to be kind of a brain teaser for me. It was called Bleeding Through My Shoes. Coming for a war, fitted for your coffin, 'cause I don't give up easy now. I'm headed for a war, fitted for my coffin, 'cause you don't give up easy now. You don't give up easy now. You're sleeping like a rock on the ground at night, praying to the Lord, keep us out of sight. Bleeding through my shoes, crying in my jacket. Oh, I wish I was dreaming. Oh, I wish I was dreaming. For my morphine dream, I would write to you by kerosene. I recall the gloves you wore in spring of 1934. I live in a graveyard now, buried none too deep. Lord, my soul to keep. Skin like a tree, hands like a knife. No, I never had to learn to fight. A child of war and a man of death. You'll be cursing me with every breath. Ooh. With every breath. Screaming to the king, fill my lungs. Sword and a shield for a serpent's tongue. Bleeding through my shoes, crying in my jacket. Oh, I wish I was dreaming. Oh, I wish I was dreaming. You know I'd gladly take her sick and her sorrow. If for a moment all of my strength she could borrow, erase the time, give my Katie one more day. I've got something I wish to say. I did it.
Wow, very nice, very nice.
I got it right. I don't think I've gotten it right rehearsing it once, ever. Practice is so you can fail and then get it right on stage. That song's actually kind of, it sounds like it's about war, but really it's about the first time I was faced with when you find out a family member only has so long to live and then they live exactly that much longer. I think she was, we were told she had about 6 weeks left to live, and that's how much longer she lasted. So I think that song is kind of about death being inevitable. I hope knowing that doesn't ruin the song for you.
We already know that.
Alrighty. Now we're getting into the singles here. All right. This song's about a lot of stuff. So I'm not going to tell you what it's about. there a part of me you were hoping to find in that camera lens through leaves on the vine? Though you walk away, forever you may shine to me. Discreetly as I know how to be, and if I stare too long, I'll look away before you see. Keep them none the wiser. You walk in the room and can't meet my glance. Is it make believe we once had a chance? You feel the feeling, but you won't share this dance with me. You move back up north when you miss the snow. Were you thinking of someone who promised they'd be waiting on you? You watched her from the doorway, your favorite tattoo in the trailer park. Harriet Tubman posed with Joan of Arc. Though she held a machine gun, it never spoiled the view. What if nothing's real till I've said it to you? Now what can I do? For all I feel that it never came true. Now what can I do? Now took a, I mean, it's my song, so I can take as many liberties as I want to with it, but I still feel like I took a lot of liberties with it. I kind of asked Matt Tedder, or I almost asked Matt Tedder to come do this thing with me so he could like play that solo, like maybe a slightly subdued version of it, but play it nonetheless. But he is busy learning 26 Grateful Dead songs for a Grateful Dead tribute show tomorrow, so he was unavailable. So what you get is me just finger picking even more than usual. Let's see. All right. This next song has 14 chord changes in the chorus, not including inversions. Because I thought to myself, I want to write something challenging. And then I wrote something that I nearly can't get right most of the time. This song's called Souvenir. Some of the songs like 12 years old, some of it's 3 years old now. I put our love in a jar and drove it around in my beat-up car. I drove to the side of town where easy money is often found. I drove to that side of town 'cause easy money is where I'm bound. You ain't looking for a dollar sign, now you'll never be a friend of mine. I only love you in the lamplight glow. You only love me when I'm screaming no. Could I have always been so wrong and somehow not that strong? Now I'll keep your heart right here so you could whisper in my ear before my nightmares reappear, that I'll always be your souvenir. I'm only breathing 'cause my heart don't know. For all my trying, I'm just dying slow. You lie in wait while the doorknobs turn. My feet are bleeding from the afterburn. We'll tell our sons they'll grow big and strong. It's a lie most of the time. It's a lie most of the time. Could I have always been so wrong and somehow not that strong? Now I'll keep your heart right here so you could whisper in my ear before my nightmares reappear, that I'll always be your souvenir. Thanks. And then I went and made the last chorus the same series of 14 chords in a different key. But I kind of think it's like most of the people listening aren't hardcore music nerds, or are they? But I think if you take the bridge from Eric Clapton's "Tears in Heaven," I think the chorus to Souvenir, it's basically those chords, but different.
Is there usually songs you write and all at once, or it takes time for you to write a song?
Oh, yeah. Oh, it takes me a long time.
Hmm.
I feel like I do my best work if I let myself take at least 6 months to
Uh-huh.
like let a song come out. And somebody had to actually kind of call me on it when I went through one too fast, and they said something kind of like, it was a paraphrase of "this is not your best work." What they meant was like, "this is the cheesiest thing you could have possibly done with this song because you rushed through it and I took the easy way out with it." And then I went back and rewrote all that stuff. I'm gonna play that song later.
Nice. That's good to know, man. Thanks for sharing that.
Let's see. Man. Now we're getting into kind of heavy emotional stuff. I guess all my stuff is almost that stuff. The song's called Family of the Year. We got caught dancing on the fraying end of a tightrope, like I always swore I'd never do. It's hard to say that I've been so unkind to you, like my mother taught me not to. Now when I'm sleeping, the wind whispers in my ear, whispers wife and child, family of the year. We'd wake up on Sunday, sing the songs you like to hear. Then I'm reminded of the telephone ringing, but it's just my alarm clock. Sorry kid, you were only dreaming. Over a glass of wine, swore you'd not marry a second time. Still I choose to hear the words that let me linger. Time slowly passes, you wear those rose-colored glasses. They hide the tears you cry. Your steps make a warning sound. Now when I'm sleeping, the wind whispers in my ear. She whispers wife and child, family of the year. We'd wake up on Sunday, sing the songs you'd like to hear. Then I'm reminded of the telephone ringing, but it's just my alarm clock. Sorry kid, you were only dreaming. Only dreaming. You were only dreaming. You were only dreaming. You were only dreaming. It's called Family of the Year. Man, that almost takes the cake as far as me and being real sad goes. Well, oh yeah, I didn't talk very much about this. But I don't know. There's probably a lot of glare. It'll all right. But this is what the front of my record is gonna look like. This is just an empty record jacket, so I would have a set list. But it's now running live on Bandcamp. The ability to pre-sale, to buy the record. The first 100 copies are signed and numbered by me, so you can go get one. A few numbers are kind of spoken for, but somehow. But yeah, it's up and running on Bandcamp. If looking on your phone though, you just have to scroll down past the digital download of the album, and then you'll see the final pre-sale. I guess if you're looking at Bandcamp on your computer, it's probably all easier to navigate. But man, I ate up more time than I thought because I did so much talking. But if you just listen to the record, it only takes like 31 minutes to listen to, whereas I have taken much longer to go through it. And that's even cutting out intros, like musical intros. and guitar solos. Yeah, I cut down the guitar solo section by a whole pass-through. This next song is like from the perspective of, you know that song If I Were a Rich Man? This is kind of on the premise of if I were a mercenary. Heard about a man in South Louisiana posing as a preacher. Say he hates women and children and dogs. Try to feed your newborn baby to his hogs. That ain't enough, they say he killed his own son. Evil in the flesh, it ain't much fun. Little bit of killing, it must be done. Somebody's gotta do it, I'll be the one. Somebody's gotta do it, I'll be the one. I must be evil, for I know not what is right. I must be evil, for I only shine on a dark black night. Well, I ain't been to church in a too long a time. What happened there wouldn't change my mind. Only left me colder, only left me stone and cold. Walked into the service with a Bible in my hand. Got a knife on a chain around my neck, another one on my hip. You know I turned to the congregation, oh, turned to make my peace. Said the words of the wicked lion wait for blood. I'm ready to mess, I don't mind the mud. I'm ready to mess, I don't mind the mud. I must be evil, for I know not what is right. I must be evil, for I only shine on a dark black night. He lay dead at my feet, oh, had to make a move, no time to think. If you don't know, then you can't be told why I wanna die before I get old. This ain't about the end, and it ain't about here and now. I've been wanting to die so long, my only regret is the day I was born. I come to see this through, to the death may it be true. Got one last thing to learn, from the dust you came and the dust you shall return. I must be evil, for I know not what is right. I must be evil, for I only shine on a dark black night. I must be evil, I must be evil, evil. I must be evil, I must be evil, evil. Thank you. Man. Don't know why I wrote that song. Not really.
Spooky, man.
I asked somebody what they thought of that song, and they said it's really evil. Huh. This next tune was the first single. It's already out. It's These Modern Times. I mean, it looks like I might have time for one more after this. Maybe not. But oh, really? But yeah, I might need to do an oldie after this. Lacing up my combat boots, 'cause you never know what life may bring. Hop a 14-hour flight to a third world country that I won't name. We could live out quiet lives on a mountain top in the north of Spain. We could die without Wi-Fi, no one would even know our names. Here in these modern times, it's magical and oh so sad. I wanna get lost in a book, but my phone is all I seem to have. Right at my fingertips, the endless options drive you mad. Here in these modern times, it's magical and sad. Searching for his quiet mind, he came alive through sticks and stone. Time on the river seemed to fill his soul like none before. Despite the calm release, he seemed to long for something more. You can seek out solitude, but sorrow creeps in through the floor. Here in these modern times, it's magical and oh so sad. I wanna get lost in a book, but my phone is all I seem to have. Right at my fingertips, the endless options drive you mad. Here in these modern times, it's magical and sad. Here in these modern times, it's magical and so alone. I wanna get lost in a book, but my brain got locked inside my phone. Right at my fingertips, the endless options drive you mad. Here in these modern times, it's magical and sad. Thanks. I was super nervous about that one, but I kind of did it. It worked.
You did great.
Thank you.
Very nice.
Thank you, Grego. I don't know. I feel like I should do this old one. Man, it feels really old, but it was the song that got me radio play in Dallas for the first time. And even in my open mic days, it was the song that when I was going to open mics, it was the song that people would come up to me and say they liked this one. And they would come back the next week and ask me if I was going to play that song. I think before this song even helped me, I was getting tired of this song. But now, you know, I'm not like a big deal or anything. So you're not supposed to. I mean, you're supposed to like get big and famous and then dislike your own songs. But I'm already like semi-tired of one of my own songs from time to time, and I'm not even remotely famous yet, really. But the last time I heard this song, I thought that song's not so bad. It's called "Sad-Eyed Son." You woke up and I could not be found. You woke up, I was out and around. You know, I took my bike out to the edge of our place, rode it off a ledge and nearly broke my face. Cracked my arm in two places, broke my nose. What a face you see, what a face you see. Everybody's got a story to tell. I'm no different, or can't you tell? I'm a sad-eyed son with rocks in my pocket, waiting for the moment I could throw 'em like a rocket. Well, I threw down upon that hornet's nest. I felt poison sinking in my chest. It's a real bad way to make your mama cry mercy. It's a real bad way to make your daddy holler hurry on. A sad-eyed son who said nothing can be done. I know the past is over while the future's come and gone. My good as I could get, my low as I could go. Everybody's talking, don't you know? You say nobody's got it quite like me. Can't hear you bitching while you're hanging from a tree. I'll light a fire to your pretty red hair. Am I a man now on behalf of your despair? It's a real bad way to make your mama cry mercy. It's a real bad way to make your daddy holler hurry on. A sad-eyed son who said nothing can be done. I know the past is over while the future's come and gone. It's a real bad way, 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 it's a real bad way. Thanks, guys. Thank you, Purple Bee, so much for having me.
No, thank you, man. Thanks so much for coming. Very nice music, man. Very
Thanks a lot.
calm. Feel good. Feels very good.
Thank
Great
you.
voice, man. You got serious voice, man. Guitar very nice and clean.
Thanks, Grego.
D.
Oh yeah, so that's the new full album plus some deep cut older cuts.
With
In the
one
hits.
with one deep cut.
The
with
greatest hit.
Yeah, with one hit. Yeah, the one hit for an 83-mile radius. Yeah.
And then I heard you working on some '90s alternative rock for next time maybe.
Yeah, dude, I'm actually so glad you brought that up because I'm going to record that thing that I was working on. I'm gonna record that.
Yes.
I'm gonna record my version of Heart Shaped Box here sometime kind of soon. And,
We'll be looking for that.
Cool. And there will be a Chet Baker cover. There will be a Leonard Cohen cover, and then I think a Beatles cover, and that will round out most of my covers, the covers project that's coming up.
Awesome. Can't wait. Excellent performance. You know what, Garrett? You got any more tunes? We'd love to hear one more if you got one in your pocket.
Yeah, I can think of. Yes, I got one.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Hey, everybody, if you're still hanging on the line thinking about giving some donations, now's the time. One more tune. Let's get this guy some gas money back to Fort Worth at least. Love you guys. Thanks for your support. Thanks, Garrett.
Thanks so much for hanging in there with us. I know a lot of places are going a little casual in terms of how they're approaching this whole quarantine mess, but or the pandemic. What I like to call Rona Pandem 2020. But so one last time I'll talk about the record, but it's now available to be bought via pre-sale thingy on Bandcamp Dealy. Maybe if you write me a personalized message on Bandcamp, I'll pull one of the records out of the shrink wrapping and sign the number of your choosing if that number's not already taken. I don't know how realistic that really is, but carry me, I'm a bag of broken bones, ready to burst at the seams. Wear me like a necklace on my way back home. Talk to me in my midnight dreams. Under the streetlight where she was star bright, had me wishing I could break the curse. Oh, how she lingered, I barely believe her. I gotta know before we get much worse. I ain't alive in the way I used to be, more like a shell of my past. But I'm breathing in redemption when you kiss my lips. Try not to make it my last. They say you've got it out for me, but long as you love me, at least it's where I've been hurt before. Never could I tell my friends that I love you. A little late for backing out anymore. Now there's rain in my coffee and mud in my shoes, but I ain't been this clean as long as I've known you. You touch me from the dirty sides of places I go. Your face wears a mask, but it's covered in snow. I'd lose you if I could, but I'll always know, I'll always know, I'll always know. Thanks. Man.
Oh, Garrett Owen, the Purple Bee TV. We're honored, man.
Thanks so much for having me, guys.
Yeah, come back anytime.
I would like to. A lot. Like a whole lot.
Yeah.
This was a good time. This was a really, really great hang. And,
Tell the Fort Worth people about us. The Polydots.
the Poly Dogs.
Polydogs. Heard about those guys.
Poly Dogs. Matt Tedder and his Poly Dogs.
Word.
Word.
I gotta say something about I met Garrett through my girlfriend Angela. I'm gonna give her some mad props here because she turned me on. She turned me on to you. She turned a whole lot of people on to you, actually, in our crew. So thanks to her for discovering. She's our Phil Spector when it comes to badass Fort Worth folk music.
I almost hit her up on Instagram to ask if she was going to be here. But
She's keeping her distance, quarantine level. Also, we're just there's too many wires and computers, maybe. But
cool.
she's watching, I think, hopefully. Anyways, love you, Ange. Love you, Garrett. Hey, we got some last-minute tips. See? Came through. Love you guys.
Whoa, look
I
at
could
that.
count on y'all.
Dang.
Jen Teague, thanks for liking the stream and tipping. Jess tipped. Gordon Wimperson's in the house. Man. Thanks, Big Mike, for dropping comments. Abstract is in the house, too. We'll be back tomorrow night. It's a big show. College of Hip Hop Knowledge. Big Mike, didn't you want to say something about tomorrow? Yeah, come over here.
Yo. Yeah, tomorrow night is College of Hip Hop Knowledge. That is the label from Austin, Texas. It's your boy Big Mike, Jason the Professor, Sound of the Underground, Big Tree, Sill. Yeah, it's going down tomorrow night. We got DJ Berlin holding down the decks on the first set. Second set, we got Grego and the fellas doing live improv for Live Cypher. So y'all gotta be here for that. I can't wait to see y'all tomorrow. Garrett, great show, man.
Thank you, Big Mike.
Oh, yeah, Mopare on the play-out music to play us out. Oogie Mooks, Starlight Theater, Terlingua, Texas, vintage.
Moving, touching all that's real, and once it stroked love's body.
Early Genesis.
Now it claws the past, the scent of a flower, the colors of morning, friends who believe in tears soon forgotten. See how the rain drives away another day. If a leaf has fallen, does the tree lie broken? And if we draw some water, does the well run dry? The sigh of our mother, the screaming of lovers, like two angry tigers, they tear at each other. See how for him lifetime's fears disappear. Jesus suffered, heaven could not see him. Now my ship is sinking, the captain stands alone upon on a chessboard. A false move by God will now destroy me. The weight on the horizon, a new dawn seems to be rising. Never to recall this passerby born to die.
We see you, Glenn Levy. Thank you so much. He says Garrett Owen was awesome. Glenn Levy. Garrett remembers you. We see you. Bunch of shows coming up, y'all. Make sure you're following.
Oh, motherless children have a hard time when the mother is dead. Yes, motherless children have a hard time when the mother is dead. You know they haven't got anywhere to go. They're rambling around from door to door. Motherless children have a hard time when your mother is dead. Well, father will do the best he can when your mother is dead. Well, father will do the best he can when your mother is dead. Well, father will do the best he can. There's so many things your father can't understand. Motherless children have a hard time when your mother is dead. Is that right, Debo? People say the sister will do when your mother is dead. Yes, people will say sister will do when your mother is dead. Oh, people say sister will do as soon as she's married, turn her back on you. Motherless children have a hard time when your mother is dead. Your wife or your husband may be good to you when your mother is dead. Well, your wife or your husband may be good to you when your mother is dead. Yes, your wife or your husband may be good to you. Nobody treats you like your mother do. Motherless children have a hard time when your mother is dead. Oh, dig my grave with the bloody spade when I'm dead. You're gonna dig my grave, the bloody spade when I'm dead. Dig my grave, the bloody spade, but please make sure that the digger gets paid. She has a hard time when your mother is dead. Well, you see now. Well, Jesus will be a mother to you when your mother is dead. Yeah, Jesus will be a mother to you when your mother is dead. Well, Jesus will be a mother to you. The trials and tribulations gonna see you through. Motherless children have a hard time when your mother is dead. Yes, motherless children have a hard time when your mother is dead.
Oh yeah, that was Mo Pear and Oogie Moogs from Talingua 2010. Good stuff. Hopefully we can have Mo here someday, Purple Bee. Anyway, thank you very much for watching and all your donation and your support. We love you. And I'll see you tomorrow for some CHHK, hip hop knowledge, and then doing some grooves and jams and freestyle. Big Mike. Okay. They tell me to shut up. Good night.